Hello, everybody, and so thank you so much for joining us. Unfortunately, we are on the Craft Yourself Silly stream just for the next kind of this week, possibly next week as well. I am trying to get the various streaming platforms to accommodate us, but because we are a new thing, they're all a bit like, oh, you're new, you can't go on there yet. But until we can all meet on here. So welcome to the Secret Sewing Club. Thank you so much, everybody who supported something that they weren't entirely sure what it is, but we love you all for that. And I would like you to join me and all of my new guests. Up, are you ready? Everybody! People are watching. Can they just let me know? Can you actually hear everybody? Because obviously this is new to us. It's all a bit kind of new and exciting, and we just want to make sure that everybody can hear everybody. So, Nicola, could you introduce yourself and your company and what you're going to be doing today?
Hello! It's so exciting and so nerve-wracking. Thank you, everyone. I'm Nicola. I'm from Daisy and Grace, and I am going to be sharing some 2.5-inch Hexagon Quilt-as-you-go projects with you today. So that should be fun.
And Sara, what's your name and where do you come from? I'll go all Sara.
Hi, I'm Sara and I come from White Gecko Craft Lounge. Hello everyone, I hope you're all okay. We are going to be doing some FPP today as a demo, and we've got some really lovely bargains for you.
And Sasha, I know what your name is because I've just given that one away. So what are you up to today? Come on then, tell me everything.
So, Sasha from Sasha Sews. Hi, everybody. It's great to see you all here. We are going to be looking at my rulers and my very special panel that you were all waiting for that was going to come on to Create and Craft. But unfortunately, it didn't. So, it's on here.
Okay, so I just need anybody who was watching on Facebook and YouTube, just let me quickly know, can you hear everybody? If you can, splendid, and we will crash on. We do have like a 8-second delay or something between what we physically see and what you guys see on Facebook. So if we could just get a little bit of feedback on that, that would be brilliant. And then, as I said, we can crash on. Can everybody hear everybody?
Yeah, everybody on Facebook is saying they can hear us, they can see us. We've got 127 people who've joined us.
Gosh.
Amazing.
Oh, how many?
127.
That was not intentional. I don't know how I did that. It's because I'm on an Apple thing and I did double thumbs up. And if you do double thumbs up...
What happened?
Fireworks.
Oh!
Fireworks are always good.
So, how is everybody? How is everybody? Because I know it's been a minute, and obviously we've had the sad news about Create and Craft, which is absolutely devastating, but it's... What do? You've got to crash on.
Yeah, we just have to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down, and think of us, our lovely customers out there who are such a big support to us. And we're going to try and make this work, aren't we, Hayley? And girl.
You can't believe how hard I am trying.
Hey,
I think they do believe because they've had a lot of kind of, could you just hop on for 2 minutes? I need to test something.
And to add to that, yesterday, me and Sara hopped on, no makeup, no background, no setup. Hayley went, oh, let's just record a bit of this and put this out. We were like, no.
There was no slap.
No, it was that suggestion was rejected.
Yeah.
So, what have you been up to, Sasha?
Just trying, like everybody else, really, to make sense of it all and go through that grieving process, because I'm really missing everybody. I think that's the biggest, when you've been going to somewhere every 2 weeks for the last sort of 6 years, it's more than just work colleagues, isn't it? And so the one thing that I have discovered is that, do you know what? Our community is the best community there is. It is amazing. It really is. And the way, none of us, you'd think, we're all in competition with each other, but we're not. We are actually, Sara, for example, yourself, I can pick up the phone and I can just say, I need help. And you're not saying, well, I'm not going to help her with her tech because she could steal some of my cells. Nothing like that. It is amazing. It is the most kindest, wonderful place to be, and I'm feeling very grateful at this time. And thank you, Hayley,
because welcome.
You've put the hours in, as well as going to Houston, coming back from Houston, getting the news when you were out.
Oh, I know, literally off the plane, ding, 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 ding. You're like, oh no, but it's all good. We're there. Everything's fine. We're good. So the way that this is going to work is that we are going to kind of go one at a time, and we are going to show you some demonstrations, some new products that we've got. And today we are going anti-clockwise. So first is Sara. So we are going to do half an hour with Sara, half an hour with Nicola, half an hour with Sasha, and then I'm going to try my best with this. You're going to have to bear with me because there's a lot of computers here and there's a lot of buttons. But we're going to go back to whatever you've told us that you want to see more of. So if you've said, for example, I know Sarah's got some FPP stuff. If you're saying, can we do that demo again or a quick version of it, then yes, absolutely. We'll try to get back round as much as we can. We're here till 5 o'clock. So I'm hoping that everybody has managed to find us on Create and Craft, dear me, swore, on the Craft Yourself Silly Facebook page, because we should be on the Secret Sewing Club one, but until we get everything authorised, because it's quite new, we can't do that. So we're borrowing mine for now. We'll get that sorted later. So I'm going to hand over to Sara and let her have a lovely demonstration time. Hopefully you can still hear me while you're doing it, Sara, and then I'll just give you a shout when we're nearly ready to switch out. You good to go? All right. Then. See you soon.
Hi guys, you all right? I can't hear Hayley at the moment, but hopefully we can in a moment. I can't believe there's 185 of you on, which is incredible. There are so many comments coming through. I can't even keep up with I've seen a few names there that I know. Say hi Lorraine, hi Ali, hello my lovelies. They're whizzing, absolutely whizzing. It is a little glitchy. I don't know, Hayley, if you can see that, but it's a teeny bit glitchy. We're freezing a bit, but give us a bit of leeway on the first one, okay? We will. Hayley worked very hard over the last couple of days to try and get the tech to work. So, have you got double sound? Oh, we haven't here, guys. But if anyone else has got double sound, let us know in the comments. So I'm going to go straight over to the overhead. I'm going to very quickly show you a couple of things that I've got on offer. So on our website, which you've got that lovely little QR code there, you can scan that and it will take you straight to the White Gecko Craft Lounge website, and that will there's a whole category on there called the Secret Sewing Club products, and everything I'm going to show you and then we're going to do a demo is in that category. There's 10% off everything in that category while we're on air, okay? So if there's anything you like that I'm showing you, go ahead and buy. I don't know if Hayley's trying to talk to me because it's not coming through, so I'm just going to keep an eye. There we go. Yes, I can hear you now. Lovely. Brilliant. Okay. And let me do my thing. That's very dangerous. Yeah, if there's any questions come up, then Hayley, just interrupt me, lovely, okay? Got a few things saying the sound is a little lip syncing. Again, tech issues. We will try and get this figured out over the next couple of weeks. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the overhead. Hopefully we're over here now, my lovelies. First things first, I've got the beautiful Riley Blake Mansfield Park bundle. Okay, this is brand new in. If you like your Jane Austen fabrics, this is gorgeous. We've got this as a ½ meter bundle and as a fat quarter bundle. They are very, very limited. I only had very small amounts in, and we've cut all these up. You've got 19 fabrics in there, and they are on an offer price as well. I'm just going to very quickly open this up so you can see a few of them. I know the last one we had, which was the Sense and Sensibility one, flew out. They're just beautiful. I love the teals in these, along with the pinks and everything. And you can see you've got, if I open this one out. There we go. No, you're fine, lovely. You're fine. It's absolutely fine. This is half the fun of it. We can all have a little chat while I'm rabbiting up. So there we go. Hi, Christine. Hello, my lovely. How are you? It's nice to hear from you. So beautiful, beautiful fabrics. They are all based on Mansfield Park. So we've got that as a 1/2 meter and a fat quarter bundle. Okay. Like I was saying, you should be able to go through the graphic, the QR code, or go directly to our website and be able to find these. This bundle's got like 45 quid off. So you've got 19 1/2 meters in that one. I'm going to do this quite quickly so we can get to demo, okay? Because you don't really want to see all the products. You want to see me chattering on with a demo. All right. Yeah, I can hear you, my lovely. Yeah. Cool. We've also got 3 charm packs on offer as well. So we've got this beautiful one, which is Brenda Riddle, which is a Georgia. And you can see it's all these lovely lilacs, sort of taupey colours, creams. You've got a little bit of lemon in there as well. It's more like a buttercuppy colour. You've got Teddy and the Bears, which is one of my favourite. This is a Ruby Star one. And it's bright and fun and funky. It's got little bears with a David Bowie type lightning thing playing guitars. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Neons and everything. And then this is brand new in. This is an early release from Janet Clare. You guys always go mad for Janet Clare stuff, and it's stunning. It is all back to her original sort of calming colours. Got blues in there. You've got maps of the world, all very, very nautical. So if you like her To the Sea range and all that sort of stuff, this is back to what she does. If you buy any of the charm packs during the live, okay, I will also throw in these 3 patterns. Okay, so you're going to get a carry bag. There we go. Oh, somebody's just said there's no sound at all now. Have you lost sound? Ah. Hi. Hello. Am I back? Maybe I think that was just a background issue. Can you hear me again now, guys? We're back. Brilliant. Fabulous. Cool. That's all right. It was just, again, bear with us. This is the first one, guys. All right. So we've also got scrap packs, Moda scrap packs, which you all love. They always go crazy at the shows. They always used to sell really well on CNC. You don't know what you're getting in them. They are £1/2 of fabric, and they will vary in width and length, but they should always be the same design range inside them. And we're going to be using one of these for demo in a moment. We also have one of these. Now, this was always Janice's favourites when we bought a backpack. So this is the monkey one. This is from the back to school range. It makes this beautiful little, it's a cut and sew panel from Moda. It makes this beautiful little backpack, but you can also, if you open him up, he's got, look at that inside. You've got the bananas on the inside. You've also made a little banana pencil case. The only thing you need to add is the zip. Okay, so you can just add a zip and you can make one of these as well. So there's that one. Okay, that comes all nice as a panel. And then we've got 2 other panels, which I'm actually going to go back to the overhead to show you, not the overhead, the front facing, because I can show you the finished samples then. Okay, so we've got the new Janet Clare Atlas map, which is, yeah. I will do. I will go back to those in just a second, lovely. Okay, so this is the new Janet Clare Longshore, it's called. This is the new map. It's 36 inches by 44. It's stunning. It would go brilliantly with, hang on, one of these. So this is the new charm pack from Janet Clare as well. Okay, so we've got the Longshore charm pack. We had the Teddy and the Bears, and we had the Georgia, and you would get the 3 patterns with those as well. Okay, so again, check the website because all the details are on there, guys. I want to get to demo really, so we're going to whiz through this. The other thing we've got is one of these panels, which is printed for us by the lovely Craft Yourself Silly. They do these for us. If I can open this one up. If you're anything like me, I love foundation paper piece, and it's one of my favorite techniques, but I hate taking the papers out. Absolutely hate it. It's like proper bugbear and it puts me off doing it. So this way it's actually printed directly onto cotton, so you can leave this in. It helps stabilize the work and you don't have to take all the papers out. We've got lots of different designs on these, and this is a brand new one. You are getting 12 of these blocks. Okay, so you get 12 of the blocks on a panel like that, which don't look very much when they're just the panel. However, I come back over here to my right, like Debbie McGee, it makes that beautiful, beautiful runner. Now you can do a table runner. You could do a bed runner. 2 panels will make a beautiful, beautiful bed runner. It's all the way down to the floor and it's flipped over. My cameras aren't long enough to actually get it in. But you could also put them together to make a quilt. You could put some sashing in between them, use them as blocks as they are. You can do so much with these, okay? They'd be great as bag panels too. So is it possible to have a link through the charm packs? The link is actually on screen at the moment, Elaine. So that little QR code, that will link directly to the Secret Sewing Club products page. Okay, sorry? Oh, a flick, sorry. I haven't got my reading glasses on. I will flick through. Hang on, if I come to this one, this should be my close-up. No, I've only got the one speaker on. I've got nothing on Facebook. I've muted that. Don't know why that is, lovely. So if we do a quick flick, so this is the Longshore one, like this. You see you've got, I mean, I love this little print here. I think it's gorgeous. You've got little lighthouses, all sorts, okay? Little boats, all in those creams. Stars, like the night sky, isn't it? The stars, got that one. All sorts on there. A beautiful marble print, which I think is lovely. Again, you've got little trees, all sorts in there. Okay, and then it goes all the way through teals, right the way through to your navies at the back. Okay, so that's the Longshore. The Georgia, just pull this one down, is you've got florals in the sort of lilacs and, you know, sort of, it's like a primrosy yellow. Lots and lots of pretty florals. And then you go through to your taupes, like that, through to your lilacs, and then white and lilac, all the way through. You've got some paisleys in there, little tiny ditzes, all the way through there. And then you've got that lovely sort of primrosy yellow at the back, and then right through to like an apple green. Okay, so there's that one. And then the Teddy and the Bears, which actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, this is the carry bag, which is one of the free patterns made up in Teddy and the Bears, because I had to, because I think it's gorgeous. And you can see you've got all these really, really funky, brilliant if you've got like a musician or a teenager or something you want to work with. This is a really stunning sort of magenta with teals and mustards. You can see all of the, I love this little like lightning strike. And then you can see there, you've got greys with musicians and musical notes and everything. So, and that's the carry bag, which is a massive, massive tote. Okay, which is one of the free patterns. So anything else? I think that's about, yeah, that's pretty much all the products I'm going to show you. So we're going to go straight to demo, guys. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do one of these little FPP panels. So as I was saying, you get 12 included on the panel. You're going to cut them out individually to start with. And this is what we're going to end up with once we've finished. It's something that looks like this. All right. I'm using a scrap pack. This has been designed for jelly roll scrap pack size. Okay. It works really, really well with that. And one of Craft Yourself Silly's on the rolls. Again, 12 meters of fabric goodness. It's fabulous. Okay, so I've opened up my scrap pack. I'm going to sort it out roughly into colours, and then we're going to go for it. I'm trying to keep an eye on the comments as well, guys. Hi, Susie. Hello, my lovely. Ah, right, okay. Hayley's working on that for you now. If not, guys, you can go to White Gecko Craft Lounge.co.uk into the shop section, and then there will be a whole section on our website with all of these products. You are, of course, more than welcome to shop on other bits of the section, but those have got all the 10% off of them. First things first, I'm going to take, in fact, I'm not going to start with that one. I'm going to start with something a little, so I don't have to worry about the direction. I'm going to take a piece, and what we want is a piece that's big enough to cover number 1, all right? So, lovely. So it's just there. I'm just going to, now, if you're starting FPP, if this is not something you've done a lot of before, be over generous with your fabric. Once you get like quite good at it, you can kind of be really stingy with your fabric. But one of the problems people have a lot of is that they cut too small a piece, and then when you flip it an angle, it doesn't work. So go generous to start with. I'm going to pop this so you've got the wrong side of the fabric facing up, and I'm going to put my cotton panel right in the middle. I've got more than enough fabric there to cover that first little piece, okay? Pop a pin in. I'm going to put a pin up here just to hold those together. And then what I'm going to do is now I like to use an add a quarter ruler. If you haven't got one of these, a bog standard quilting ruler will work, but these do help. I use it all the time for FPP. Ah, right. Okay. I can't remember, my lovelies. So the charm packs are normally £13.95. They've got 10% off. The scrap packs are £15.95. They've got 10% off. This panel, which is 12 blocks, is £9.99, 10% off. I can't do the maths that quickly, guys. So you're going to have to just look on the website for the 10%. The fat quarter bundle and the half meter bundle in the Mansfield Park, the half meter is 110, the fat quarter is 55. This was originally 150, it's down to 110. The fat quarter was 75 and it's down to 55. Okie doke. So anything else should be on the website, guys. Go and have a little look for me, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the flat edge of my ruler along that number 1 line. So the line between 1 and 2 to start with. And flip that back and just finger press it. Okay, you can, if you don't use a ruler, you can use a piece of card. I'm going to use my 1/4 inch on the add a quarter. If not, just use a 1/4 inch on your ruler. And I'm going to trim off this excess fabric at 1/4 inch. So across like that. Okay, there are lots of different ways to do FPP. This is just how I like to do it. Oh, there's lots of people saying the QR code's working. Brilliant, brilliant, fabulous. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to alternate mine. I'm going to do the same as this one here and always go colour white with all of them, all right? So my next piece is going to be white. I'm going to cut a piece that's just a bit longer, like that. And we're going to put it right sides together with that edge that I just cut, like that. Pop a pin in to hold it all together. And then we're going to flip it back over. Now, there's lots of flipping backwards and forwards with foundation piecing. And we're going to stitch along this line. So I'm going to stitch on the line between 1 and 2. You're going to do it directly on the line, okay? You're not going to sort of add a seam allowance or anything. We're going to start from here and stitch to the bottom here and then back stitch. Try not to go into your seam allowances, okay? You're just going to stitch along the line. So hopefully my camera is working over here and we're on the machine, and we're going to pop the needle in there and we're going to stitch. Oh, hang on, the dog has moved the foot. Come back, pedal. And stitch down like that. Once we get to there, we're just going to back stitch a little bit. Okay. So, oh, Marion's saying the QR codes worked as well, and you've just ordered a scrap pack. Thank you very much, lovelies. Oh, hang on, let me go to the close-up. That's a little bit easier. There you go. Oh, lots and lots of people are saying that it's all working. That's lovely. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to finger press that open. You can. Oh, amazing. she's busy in the background making everything work. Going to finger press that open. You can iron it if you want, but I tend to do 3 or 4 and then iron it. Okay, we're going to flip over, and what we're looking at now is for the line between number 2 and 3. So this one here. Okay, flatter your ruler along that line and over it goes, just so you've got roughly where the line is. You're going to cut off 1/4 of an inch. So I've butted up, trim off that excess like that, and then I'm going to add my number 3 in. So I'm going to grab a piece from my scrap pack. I'm going to go with this one this time. And what I'm doing is, I don't know if you can see on screen, guys, but I can see the lines. I'm making sure that it's just a little bit bigger, about just a bit more than 1/4 of an inch bigger than the line that I'm going to be sewing. Like that. We're going to put this right sides together there, pop a pin in, and back to the machine we go. So I'm going to flip over, and this time I'm stitching between 2 and 3 there to there. Okay, back we go. You don't understand how to use the QR code. If you're on your phone, if you're on your laptop, you can use your phone. Just open the camera on your phone and point it at the QR code, and that will take you directly, it'll give you a link directly to our website. If you don't want to use the QR code, that's absolutely fine. You can go to whitegeckocraftlounge.co.uk, and then you can go straight, that'll take you straight to our website, and then that will allow you to see, when you go into the shop section, all of the products that I'm showing today are within the Secret Sewing Club product category. Okay, you can just go straight to the website. You can't make the QR code work. I think it is working, but it depends if you're au fait with them. I'm pressing that open, and then we're going to flip again, and it's just a case of repeating this over and over. So now I'm going to go to number 4. So we're looking at this line here, okay, from there to there. So I'm going to pop a ruler on and flip over like that. Trim off it 1/4 of an inch. Get rid of that little bit of excess. Now, all these little bits, I don't throw these away. These go into my crumb quilting because I'm a little bit sad like that, and I've got boxes of teeny tiny little bits. They go into crumb quilting. And then what I want, this is colour, so these are going to be white and white here. You can use a washable or a vanishing thing and plan out your colours if you want, because depending on where you place your colour depends on what pattern will emerge from this. Okay, so back to me craft yourself silly roll. I'm going to pop that on like that, and I just want it to be just a weeny bit bigger, like that. Right sides together. It then becomes very monotonous for you guys to watch because it's the same action over and over again. Pin together, and we're going to stitch from there to there. Okay, so I'm going to go back over to the machine. You make everything look easy. Oh, thank you, darling. That's very kind of you to say so. It's just years of me making all the mistakes, and then hopefully I can teach you how to not make the mistakes. Although I still, as you know, if you follow us on our Facebook Lives, we make a lot of mistakes live on air. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. If I'm going to get it wrong, then, well, if anybody's going to get it wrong, it'll be me or Sarah Jane, and then hopefully you guys won't. But no, it's part of sewing, isn't it? Making the mistakes. Can you see that triangle starting to happen now? So I'm going to flip that one, and we're going to do number 6. I'm going to do one more on this one, and then we're going to talk about how you put them together, because depending on time, because this seems to be going very quickly, I can do a different demo if you want, guys, or we can carry on with this. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do. Do you want me to carry on with this one or do something else for you? Oh, okay. There we go. So I also want this one to be white so that I'm making this sort of pop out. So again, I need another little piece here of the roll. I have to say, Hayley, these rolls are flipping genius. I love them. Yeah. Oh, I can hear you, lovely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Can we carry on for a bit more? Yeah, of course, lovely. Ah, right, okay. Amazing. Guys, can you let me know in the comments? Can you hear Hayley as well as myself now, lovely? Can you hear both of us chattering on? You've always wanted to do FPP. Maybe now's the time. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love FPP. I love the fact you can get angles and pictures that you just really couldn't get with normal piecing. It's one of those you can't. Oh, people can only hear me, lovely, apparently. They can't hear Hayley. Hayley's trying to do it so that you can hear her as well, because that way she can feed me comments from YouTube too. There we go. You can't hear Hayley, no? That's all right. She's working on it, and then we can go from there, guys. So you can see that look like a flying geese when it's done. You can see it's sort of coming up there. Okay. We've done number 4. So we're going to go up here to this one. I actually skipped one. You see, in my busyness, I skipped one. So I did 4. I should have done this one up here first, number 5, and I actually went to 6. But that's fine, because luckily number 5 isn't right next to number 6, so it's all good. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes that's not the case, and sometimes you have to do 4 before you do 6. Okay, take that one off there. Like that. So I want a little piece for that one, so I'm going to use a little bit of this one. I mean, scrap packs are brilliant. We sell lots and lots of them. They are so useful for so many things. So I want a piece that's about that big, like that. There we go. You can do so many patterns with them. There's so much fabric in there. You can genuinely make whole quilts out of a scrap pack. So I'm just going to very quickly do that little one there. Sharon always thought FPP was difficult, but you've made this look simple. Oh, thank you, lovely. I think it's the same with anything, isn't it? When I first started to crochet, you look at a crochet pattern and you think, oh my goodness, there's not a chance in hell that I can work out what all that means. But you do it step by step, and then suddenly it all starts to make sense. So originally, because it was done, oh, I think we might be coming back up. Oh, no. I think we're getting there. You're watching on YouTube via the big telly. Lovely. You've never seen me on the big screen before. Hello. Picture frozen, no sound. I think it's just the signal, lovely. I think it's just trying to reconnect. Give it a second, and I'm sure it'll come back up. I think we might be back now. Okay, but Taryn, thank you. Yes, stands for foundation paper piecing. If that my answer disappeared into the ether. There we go. So yeah, like I said, originally done on paper, but I really don't like tearing the papers out. It's one of my proper little bugbears. It says your video has ended. Oh, we're back. We're back, lovely, I believe. I think it was just a little glitch. Like we said, the tech is all very, very new, and we are learning all the time. So please bear with us for this few minutes. There we go. So we're going to go down there like that. And nearly there, guys. We'll pop that one out like that. So it does, can you see that sort of like flying geese bit is starting to appear now? You're building up the picture as you go, okay? It looks a little messy, but when you've obviously got to trim all this down as we go, but I'll put one more in, and then I'll have a look at the comments and see how we're going. So you've got a scrap bag in your basket. You can't find my basket. Can anybody help? On the White Gecko page, you should just be able to, the basket should be in the top right corner, lovely. And then you should be able to just check out from there. There we go, like that. And then number 8, which is, if I just flip this again so you can see. So number 8, I want this to be colour, okay? Because I want these ones to be colour all the way down. So I'm going to choose a different colour. Let's go with... Yeah, the basket, if you've put it in the basket, love, it should be in the top right corner. It should say basket there. There should be just a little basket bit. If not, drop me a message on the White Gecko page and I will, when I come off and Nicola starts to demo, I'll have a little look at it for you, okay? Hayley, I've just realised at the beginning, while we were all together, we didn't do the giveaway thing, the Liberty. Okay. Okay. Yeah, do that. Lovely. Right, okay, last little seam on this one, and because I'm coming to the end of my first little bit, which, good grief, that's gone quickly. Sorry, I know there's a little pausing sound. It's just while I'm listening to Hayley to get her answers to questions, guys, okay? Christine, you taught me to FPP at a class in White Gecko. Oh, I did, lovely. Years and years ago, that was. There we go. Right. What I'm going to do is just squish all this out of the way a minute, like that. And we're going to give this a very quick press so you can kind of see where we're going. Like this. Okay. Give that a good press. That nicely. The joy of FPP is if you're careful as well, you don't lose any of your points like you might do if you're hand piecing things. You love this. No interruptions from the presenters. What a great idea. Oh, thanks. Oh, we can blame Hayley for that. This is all her doing. What you would do is you would carry on filling out all of these. Okay, so you can see on the back of this one here, like that, I've filled all of my pieces up like that. Okay, once you've filled everything, all your pieces, all your numbers are covered. It's quilt by numbers basically. You're then going to trim it off at this line here, which is 1/4 of an inch. Okay, there to there to there. So that gives you 1/4 inch all the way around for your seam allowance. Oh, excuse me, that's all the talking. I'm not going to trim this one now because obviously I haven't finished this, but when you've then joined them together, you can see it would make all these different patterns and everything. Oh, sorry. I'm going to come back over to the front facing. I've got a right tickle in my throat, which is good timing that I'm just going to come off air. But you can see that you can make that beautiful runner. Okay, each of the blocks, you can work out which way you want it to go, whether you want it to go them all to run the same way, whether you want to turn them sort of like 90 degrees each time. Lots and lots of ways of doing it, but the back stays there. Okay, you don't take this cloth out, you leave it in there, and what that will do is stabilize everything. It just makes it so you getting the tweezers out of the seam allowance, and getting those bits of paper out is a pain. This is just such a brilliant way of doing it. You haven't got sort of the bulk of anything in there because the cloth that we've used is a really nice lightweight. Pop my teeth back in. Lightweight cloth. But there's lots of different designs. They are on our website. I've put this one into the Secret Sewing Club category, but there are other designs as well, which make cushions and all sorts. I don't have my sample because the lovely Hayley had them for Houston. So, so yeah. Oh gosh, the numbers are going up and up and up. We've got loads of people watching. Hello, my darlings. Yeah, we're going to swip. Oh, it means I can have a drink as well because my throat's going. Sorry. Okay. Excuse me.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yay!
There we go. Go to the overhead. Okay. Yes, there you go. Go for all of them.
Oh, thank you, Hayley.
They couldn't hear us while I was flicking. They couldn't hear anything you were saying, love. So you're gonna have to say all that again. So I don't know if it's back to me yet, lovelies. It might be.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Because poor Hayley, nobody could hear while it was just on the overhead. So while I was flicking in beautiful silence, so the lovely, I think we can hear you now, love. Yeah. So there's 30 fat quarter bundles, 30 fat quarters here in this bundle. They're all Liberty fabrics. They've been donated by EQS. What Hayley needs you to do, we've got. Have you got sound from us? I don't think we've got sound from Hayley. I think it's just me, love. We need you guys to go to the. Oh, I can hear you. I don't know if anyone else can. We need you to go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Okay, we need at least 500 subscribers in order to go live on YouTube. We can go live on Facebook once the 60 days is up, but we need 500 subscribers. There's 2,000 of you on the Facebook page. There's nearly 200 of you just watching on Facebook. So if you could all go over to the YouTube channel and and click the subscribe button, everybody that subscribes will be put into a draw for this. Okay, and we will pick one winner and let you know. So there we go.
And unfortunately, and can I say, unfortunately, none of us are going to be the winners.
Oh, that's not on.
Yeah, it?
Oh.
Lovely, isn't it? I know. But it was very kindly donated from one of our suppliers. I know the one that they're asking for is what's the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is The Secret Sewing Club. There was a link that we put up. I'll just mute poor Sara, who seems to be having an episode. Oh, she's back. She's back in the room. Is that wine? Oh.
Cough up, chicken.
No, water.
There's
got a frog in the
front. We could start now. Why not? Still
absolutely.
Hayley. Oh. Right, the YouTube name is The Secret Sewing Club. So hopefully you can now hear me. Wait, Hayley's very quiet. So yes, the sound is coming through. Apparently it's just a bit quieter. I'll see if I can boost me up, and then that hopefully should help. There we go. Can you turn your sound up? I've done it. I'm doing it. I need to maybe shout more. Maybe I've never been told that before. Hayley's really quiet. Okay. Oh.
Have you come unplugged, Hayley?
It's because I've got the wrong ear hole in. Try that ear hole. Oh, you see, that's better, isn't it? There we go. Wrong ear hole. It's because I'm multitasking and I'm trying to do like 2 laptops and a phone and all sorts of things all at the same time. But it's all good. It will only get easier from here. Oh, we've got a pet. We've got a cat. Lovely.
Sorry.
It's all right. Well, Sasha, seeing as Nicola's got a visitor, do you want to go next?
I can go next. Absolutely.
Okay,
fine.
No problem. Let me set you up then. And
I might still have her when it's my turn, but I can get rid of her. It's fine.
That's
it's
all right. Well, Sasha can go next, and you.
Am I on? Right. I'm just sending a quick message out to the Sashettes, because that is what we call ourselves. Anybody that is part of Sasha Sews on a Sunday evening is a Sashette, apparently. So, who am I? Sasha Sews. So, I am Sasha from Sasha Sews. most of you guys know me from her Chandler Days, Craft Store Days and Creating Craft Days. We go live on a Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. So when we finish here, we will be going straight on to Sasha Sews 123 on Facebook. If you can pop a like on Facebook, that'd be great, because like everybody at the moment, we're trying to get our followers up so we can get information out. The other really, really exciting bit of news is obviously at present, any orders, you are just messaging me on Facebook. I've got a website coming. It's going to launch on Wednesday. I am very, very scared because it's very different for me. You know what I'm like. I'm not very techie, as these guys have soon discovered. But yeah, we will be going live on Wednesday morning. A website. I can't quite believe it. So yeah, so if anybody has any orders that they want to put through from this afternoon, then obviously just give me a message, or you could even comment on here and I will go back through and watch and make sure that I don't miss out. But by the time I'm next on, which I can't remember when it is, the website will be up and going. So, couple of things. We are going to look at, first of all, the rulers. So obviously most of you know me for being very dyslexic. I struggle with rulers. I struggle on a fuzzy day, as I call it, because I'm quite neurodiverse with certain things. And so I wanted to design and invent a ruler that basically had no numbers. So that's when this one was born. Now, I don't know how well you can see that, or does it need to be clear? Can we see that? Are we seeing that well? So basically, this is the 1 inch by 11 inch ruler. And basically, it has no numbers. It just has holes on there. And basically, it's 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 of an inch. And they sort of have little dots and dashes, and you use your chalk marker and you can do any of your marking. You're not having to pick up your ruler and think, where is my 1/4 of an inch? Where is my 1/2 an inch? Where is my 3/4 of an inch? You can just pick it up and go. And it doesn't matter whether you are right or left-handed. It's the same each side. You can also pop it into your under your sewing machine, and you can move your needle to where it also needs to go as well. Yes, I think there is a bit of a problem with the picture, but I am not sure. Sandra, I have your rulers and they are brilliant. Oh, thank you. Really, really kind of you. Also, it is great for things like, especially the small dashes, are things like your hand quilting, Sasha Sews. If you're wanting them to be more precise, you can actually measure them, and you can actually mark them, and then you can stitch over the top. Now, I have a certain amount of the chalk marker back in stock. The chalk marker from Prim are the ones that I use with the rulers, so I know that they fit and I know that they're fine. Now, the chalk markers are £14 and the ruler, okay, is £13.50. Then from then we sort of went on to the other thing that sort of causes big issues with people that are stitchers is your 5/8, your 7/8, your 3/8. And so I did a really, really quick and easy design of a sewing gauge. I'm just trying to get you to see that. And it basically has these little edges on it, and it has a 1/4 of an inch, 7/8. It has 5/8. It has 1/2 an inch and 3/8. So again, you can pop it under your sewing machine needle. You can move your needle. You can check seam allowances if you've gone wrong at any point. And it comes with this great little fob, so you can attach it to your scissors and things like that, and that one is £5.95. From there we then did the bag corner. Now when I was designing the bag corner, I do I have a website? Anything you want to order for today, if you either comment on here or go onto my Facebook page, or if you don't want to do that, you can just send Hayley a message and she'll let me know. The website will be going live on Wednesday. Thank you. She's good, isn't she? Oh, sorry. So Hayley has said the QR code that's up on the screen at the moment, when you take a picture of that, or however you do your QR code, it will take you directly to my Facebook page and you can do a message. Do you know, everybody needs a Hayley in their pocket. It's great. I love it. I love having a little Hayley in my ear. So as you can see here, this is your, when I get this overhead sorted, that'll be a lot easier as well. This is your bag corner. And again, with it, I wanted very limited numbers, very limited information. So you can either do a 2-inch or a 3-inch box corner on this. You've got that. Also, you've got this beautiful curve as well, which curves are really, you know, having a decent curve on a purse or something like that is really important. So again, I have got the chalk markers available. Then we also had a lot of space, and I was a bit like, well, what can we do to fill this space? So you can actually make your bias binding through this, and you just thread it up through, pull it through as you iron, and it actually makes an inch and a half. It makes ½ an inch and 3/4 of an inch for binding as well. Yes, you can order a chalk marker, that's no problem. But please go on to Sasha Sews 123 and just, you know, give us all a like. If you're not following our pages, be it Hayley's at Craft Yourself Silly, White Gecko, Daisy and Grace, or myself, please just give them a like, because you're going to be the first ones that's going to get all this information. This is fab. I love it. Super Sunday sewing. I know, it's great, isn't it? So the thing that I was really, really excited about before, unfortunately, Create and Craft finished, I'd worked really hard with Hayley. Well, when I say I worked really hard, Hayley worked really hard because I probably drove around the bend. And we actually came up with a panel. Now, the panel, and again, you can go to that QR code and it should take you directly to the Facebook page. Now, as you can see, has the Sasha Sews logo on. But basically, the panel will make a little purse, and it's got 3 pockets, and you can make 2. So you get this size and you get a smaller size on the actual panel. Now, I know that you're not going to be able to see this particularly well, but you can see all those lines and things on there. Now, obviously, we haven't got time to do a full demonstration of this, but I am going to be demonstrating this at 6 o'clock this evening, because it was a... Oh, look. See, Christine's all over this. So our Christine Goring is one of my admins for Sasha Sews. She's a starlet, she's already saying. So we are going to be doing a demonstration with this evening, only because obviously we are on limited time and I wanted to go through on how to make this. But it's really, really simple, to the fact that you would cut this out. It has all your 1/4 of an inch, it has all your seam allowances on there. You can then cut out your wadding as well. You can, if you want to add wadding, these ones actually haven't got any wadding in them, it's just the purse. But what I like about this size is not only can you fit your passport and your things like that in there, but I can put things like my rotary cutter, I can put my scissors in there, I can put all sorts of those things in there from my sewing bag, just to protect them a little bit. So it doesn't have to be used as a wallet. Oh, thank you, Penelope. Thank you. So you will see what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut out this smaller one roughly, and then you will be able to see. The other thing that I've got brand new today is a couple of little Christmas trims for you guys. So for anybody that's doing like Christmas applique, things like that, I'll show you those in a moment. How are we doing for time, Hayley? Oh, lovely. So the great thing about this panel as well is it is fusible, which I love. So as you can see, can we see that clearly? Can you see the lines and that are on there? Quite difficult to show you. But you will see you've got like a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Now what you're going to do is I've cut that out roughly, and I would then fuse this onto the back of a fabric. Okay, now if you wanted to add another interface in or a wadding to make it a bit more puffier, you can do, and I would then cut round the wadding at that stage when you've actually ironed this onto the back of your fabric. All you're going to do then is you're going to stitch all the way around, and it has got little markings for your turn through hole as well. And then you're going to turn it all through, and then you are literally just going to fold and flap. That is all you're going to do, and just stitch down the sides, and it will then give you, as I say, this great little purse. We included 2 sizes on there, as I say, so you're getting this size, which actually comes out at 8 inches. So, you know, it's a really good size. And then the smaller one, from what I can, comes out at about 5 inches. So again, you know, they're really good. They're handy sizes, and they're great if you carry around a really, really big bag to put all of those bits and pieces in. It also comes on there with a tab. It comes a little closing, but you can just use, if you wanted to, your poppers, Velcro, buttons, anything like that you wanted to use. Tried a few times, just goes blank screen, works okay with White Gecko. Struggling to get the YouTube. What am I doing wrong? So the YouTube is currently on the Craft Yourself series. So because it's a brand new page, because this has only been set up, we have to wait until we've got enough subscribers, and you have to wait a bit of time before you can go live. I think it's like a due diligence thing. So again, if you go on to Craft Yourself Silly, you'll be able to watch on Facebook and YouTube at the moment. But it should, once we get our subscribers up and we've had a bit of time, we should be on there, no problem. So what other new things have I got? So I have got this great, now these are available to pre-order. These are brand new. And where have I put the box somewhere very, very safe. Now this is actually from Sizzix, and this is the Stay Put. And when I saw this, I absolutely fell in love with it. Basically, it's to put your dies and things on. But I absolutely loved it for my pins. So it comes flat, like so, as you can see. But it has this little stand that comes out, and you can actually stand it on your desk. It's magnetic, and your pins just literally grab to it. It is brilliant. It is so good. Now these are currently $15.95. Okay, now I am doing them to pre-order because I wasn't sure on how many to order, but I just wanted to show you how absolutely magnificent these are. Really nice and flat as well, so you can just chuck that in your bag. You can just pop that in your bag, and it's really easy just to take places. But the fact that it's not a normal pin cushion, it's actually stood up, and I can literally throw my pins at it. Very clever. It's very, very clever. So again, that is the Sizzix Pick Me Up, I think it's called, or Stay Put. Oh, they're calling it Stay Put. And it is they're calling it the Gotcha Magnetic Craft Stand. So the idea is, from what I can see on there, is you actually put your dies and things like that, but I'm using it for all my pins and everything. So again, you can pre-order that with myself, which is another good one. And then more things to show you before I'm going to hand you over to Daisy and Grace. Trims. Now these are that brand new. I haven't even opened them yet. So I saw these and I absolutely love them. These are Christmas bauble little lights. They are on a string. They are literally the cutest thing. Can you see this? There you go. So these are a little trim that's on a string. Now I've got actual like the candle wick shape, as I call them, or I do have the round baubles, which are slightly bigger. Now if you've done like a plique Christmas cards with Christmas trees or things like that, it's a great one to add on to them. Let me just get this one as well. It's all a bit tangled up. Yeah, Jane that commented on there just a minute ago, she was the one that started off the sachets. So I'm actually doing some badges with sachets on. Right. So these are these are £1.85 a meter. Now, as you can see, the bottom one is the round baubles, and the top one is the candle wick. And so you can just add them on to your card, to any applique if you do like journal quilting, things like that, or if you're doing like your Christmas wreaths or things. Again, it's another really good one, all different colours, really cute, and they are £1.85 per meter. Right, Hayley, are you coming back on?
I definitely can come back on, and I can bring everybody with me. And just let me unmute everybody. There we go. It's just so I can concentrate on what one person's doing at a time, because it's quite a lot. I'm not going to lie.
I was probably more nervous about doing this than what I was when I first went on Hexagon.
Me too.
Were you? Why is
because
that?
it's only you, and there's nobody to help you. You're it. Tag,
No,
you're
it is. It's like I didn't want to, because I knew that obviously Nicola and Sara would have like sewing demos. So I was like, right, I'm going to sort of come back and just break it down. And yeah, Sandra, how do I purchase from you? So the website will be live from Wednesday, but for the time being, you can either comment on here and I will pick them up, or you can send me a message on Sasha Sews 123 Facebook page, and I can send you all the information there.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So we
Kim,
need to do exactly. She's already there. Look, Sarah's already there. We do need to do a little reminder of.
Can't hear you. Hello. Sorry, they can't hear you. When it goes full screen, you can't hear the other guys. So you need to go onto the YouTube channel, not the one that's live streaming at the moment. That's Craft Yourself Silly. You need to go to the Secret Sewing Club. I will put a link again in the comments, and you need to subscribe on there. It's already up to like 150 something. We need at least 500 subscribers to be able to go live on that channel. However, everybody who subscribes today will go into a draw to win this bundle. I'm doing my best Debbie McGee, everybody. You know, best Debbie McGee. Okay, please do go and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes, thank you. You're doing a lovely job. I am I'm appealing to.
They can't hear you, Hayley.
Oh, you can't.
Hey.
I'm back.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I am appealing to see if we can get the restriction taken off sooner. And what will help is obviously this that we've put out today that will show them, we're not doing anything dodgy. We just want to sew. And then, yeah, hopefully by next week we should have YouTube, because I'm pretty confident with the extra subscribers we can get that one through. And then it might be up to another month. So we'll be a little bit fractured for a bit, but we'll get there in the end. So
can I just say, Hayley, we have got 136 subscribers now on YouTube. Now, how many people have we got on Facebook currently?
About 1,700.
Right, okay. If at least half of those people can just go over to YouTube and just press the like, it's going to make us go live an awful lot quicker.
Yeah,
but
it will.
You're not going to get any spam from it.
No, we're not sending out regular emails and things. We have got a Secret Sewing Club website where you can opt in to get emails and things from us, but generally we're just putting the information out onto Facebook, and then it's just another way to go live, and it's an easier way to watch it on a bigger screen if you want to watch it on your TV. That is it. Now, Nicola is next, but before Nicola, I want to show you what because I really am not doing that many demos, because there's a lot going on here, and I am not in the position to do demos as well. However, I did want to show you something that I found in Texas, and we've got a few of these. We haven't got many, and they are actually ironing mats, but can you see the little gaps on the side? It's a silicone ironing mat with little gaps on the side, which mean that if you've got one of our honor rolls and you want to press it in half to add binding, you can actually slide it through either side and just leave your iron down and pull it through. It's called a binding ease.
Wow!
I know.
I need one.
That is brand spanking new. That is straight from Texas.
I want one of those, please.
I'll have one of those, please, Hayley. Nicola, one as well.
I've not got very many.
I'll have them when you get them next.
Okay, they're up on the Create and Craft website, and I will oh God, I've done it again.
Do you know I was trying so hard to say it?
Twice I've done that now. That's outrageous. They're on the Craft Yourself Silly website, and you can. There's a very limited number. It was whatever I could fit back in the suitcase. But that is all good. We're all good. Right, Nicola, are you ready?
I'm ready, and catless.
And catless, even better. All right, are you ready? Off you go.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and don't forget, go and subscribe to YouTube. We need you. And it's a whole new venture, and I'm going to get off my soapbox in a minute, but we need you. Go and subscribe on YouTube, and a no-brainer. You could win all that Liberty fabric, which I'm not allowed to win. That's not fair, but you can. So go do it, yeah, because we really need you. You know how hard it's all been for us, and we've got to turn a new leaf, and it's got to be fabulous, and we will get there. There's all these little technical issues we're having. It'll all iron out. You're here on the very first one. Thank you for being here. Hi, Sandra Woodward. Hi. I'm trying to read without my glasses, but it's a little bit tricky. What have I got for you today? Well, as it's the first show, I thought I'd go back to basics. A lot of you have got my 2.5-inch Quilt-as-you-go Hexagon template. So I bought some things. Normally, when I was on that place, it would be all incorporated with the price, but I have been able to split them up and create some packs. So if you've already got this template, but you want to make some of the things, you can, because there are options there. So the first thing I'm bringing you, 2.5-inch Hexagon, £16. And it's fabulous. And the quilt behind me was made using the 2.5-inch Hexagon template. So that's the first one. I think there's the half hexagon on there as well. Use the QR code, that will take you to the Secret Sewing Club section of my website. Next thing we've got is the Easy Y Seam tool, because I know a lot of you wanted to see demos better on this, so I'm doing a demo on that. And that will come with this lovely bag kit. So this bag is made, this hexagon fabric has been made using the Easy Y Seam tool, and it's huge. It is what it says on the packet. It's a big bag. So this lovely fabric was made using the Easy Y Seam tool. So in that kit you get your pattern for your bag, your Easy Y Seam tool, oh that pattern, this pattern, and then all of this lovely gorgeous, I'll take this out, all of this lovely gorgeous, your Easy Y Seam tool, and then all of this gorgeous lovely fabric. I've even included the handles and the interlining for the handles. You will need to add some wadding. You will need a 2.5-inch hexagon template. Regardless, it doesn't have to be mine. If you've already got a 2.5-inch hexagon template, you can use the Easy Y Seam tool with that. I've used the inner of my 2.5-inch hexagon. So yeah, as long as you've got a hexagon template, you can make the fabric to make the bag. So I am going to pass this over, and hopefully my lovely assistant Dave with hands, well, I need that bit, has taken that away from me. So I'm hoping to demonstrate, well, I am going to demonstrate the fabric for this. Next product, what have I got for you? So cute. These are my Snowman coasters, and they're really adorable. They've got little faces on, and they're just so cute, and they're so easy to embroider. And what I might do, I've got technology that I'm not using. So I'm going to go to the overhead, and I'm going to show, let's move the template out. Look at these. Have I got it upside down? Yes, I think it. Let's zoom. Let's zoom even more. I'm going to show you all the little faces. So look at all the adorable little faces. And this comes in 3 different colorways. So it comes in this gorgeous green, with this huge spot on the back. It's gorgeous, perfect for Christmas. It comes in red, and apologies, I've only made one of these because I've been a bit sewn out, and that is the lovely back of the red polka dot. So that's another flavour. And then the third flavour is this lovely ombre grey snowflake. So the kits, you can buy them just the fabric pack. So if you've already got your 2.5-inch hexagon, you can just buy the fabric pack, or it comes with the fabric pack and the hexagon. So options there for you. So that's gorgeous. The other thing I've got for you are my lovely, bear with, my lovely little sewing books. Now Christmas is coming, and if you've got sewing friends, these are great for sewing friends. So this is my little hexagon sewing book, and then if you open it up, so this again uses the 2.5-inch Quilt-as-you-go hexagon. So inside you've got place for your scissors, place for your needles and pins, and it's got a little elastic to put your cotton in, and that's great for throwing in your bag. It's like a little travel sewing kit. This one is English paper pieced with hexagons. Now again, you've got the options, so you can, I've lost the pack for that, here we go, options as a fabric pack, or you can include the hexagon if you haven't got the hexagon. You've got this version, which is this gorgeous colour from Ruby Star, and last but not least is a very brand new one, which is a lovely floral from Moda with some Macawa linear in there as well. So these are all the products I've got for you. use the QR code on the TV. So zap that, that will take you to my website, and there you can find all of the products. Didn't tell you that I've got the prices written down. The Snowman coaster kits, the fabric pack is £8. £8? Yes, I got that right. With the template, normally the template's £16, but if you add that in, the kit is only £23. And then the sewing book kits, they are £10 for the fabric pack with the hexagons included or the stencil, and then £25 with the 2.5-inch hexagon template. I hope that's all clear. I'm trying to see what the comments are. Really cute. Thank you, Sarah. That's brilliant. Somebody asked on YouTube earlier, will I be demoing the jewellery? And I'm going to be hopefully back here if Hayley allows me in a couple of weeks, and I will do the. Oh, Hayley's saying yes, I'm allowed in 2 weeks. Thank you, Hayley. She's lovely. Hayley has done so much work. We all take our hats off to Hayley. Without her, we wouldn't be here. So thank you, Hayley. 2 weeks' time, I'll do the jewellery. Hope that's okay. And when I do thumbs up, you don't get fireworks, but never mind. So I'm going to start with the bent down to show you the lovely bag. That I'm going to show you how easy Y seams are with my Easy Y seam tool. Okay, so I'm going to take an overhead shot, and I'm going to show you the template. So this little thing, let's zoom because it's not that big. This is my lovely little template, and it's Easy Y seam tool. So I have cut some 2.5-inch hexagon shapes out of fabric. And what I'm going to do, it's marked on here, hexagon, diamond, and pentagon. I want the hexagon. And you can use this with any templates, not just my own. And all I'm going to do is put a little pencil mark in the corners. Now, when I first started doing this, I thought I'd be really clever and I would just put the dots in where I needed them. But then when you go to sew, if you haven't done all of them and you get yourself in a pickle, it's too complicated. So I'm actually going to just mark all of those corners in there. Now, I'm going to do this by machine. So I am going to show you how to do this. It's basically dot to dot sewing. That's all it is. And those Y seams don't become, they're not an issue at all with this method. I'm going to do it by machine. But if you wanted to do it by hand, you can do it by hand. So on this one, you can see I've positioned dots here. And all you do, there's a score line on the tool that gives you your 1/4-inch seam allowance. You put that against the edge of the fabric and you draw your line between the two dots. And when you go to stitch by hand, you stitch that line. So you can do it by hand or you can do it by machine. Now I'm going to put dots in 3 of these hexagons. I'm not going to do all of them. And I've made a little bit that I can join as well to show you how I press it, because there's a little bit of magic with the pressing as well, which is great, and it's not hard. So I am going to go back over to the overhead because I'm going to take this to the machine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put right sides together, and because they're the same hexagon, I don't really need to pin because it's the same. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stitch between this dot and this dot. So bear with, I'm taking it. I'm hoping you can see a bit of my sewing machine. Can we? I don't know, but we'll give it a go. I'm on the right settings. I'm starting with my needle on that dot, and I started with an inny outy stitch, which I can never remember what. To my left. Yeah, I'll try. Oh, sorry, people. Hayley has just asked if I. Is that perfect? Sorry, peeps. Everyone was Hayley was asking if I could move the machine so you could see it a bit better. So I have. So I hope you can see that. And let's just zoom in on this for you. And I have stitched from that dot to that dot there. So the next, I'm going to open this out, and I'm not going to press this. I am actually going to put right sides together for the next hexagon. And I might actually pop a little pin in this one because I need that corner to line up. I'm going to pop a little pin in. I'm going to go back to the overhead, and then I'm going to take that to the machine, pop the needle in that first dot. Ooh, and I'll change my machine settings. Bear with. Yeah, when we moved it, I fiddled with the settings. Bear with. So I put my needle down into that first dot position. I hope I'm not making this sound really complicated, because it really isn't. It is really easy. And I'm stitching along to that other dot. And I'll do my inny outy stitch. There we go. And I'll go back to the zoom. And I've done this seam and this seam. I've got to do the other seam, which makes it a Y seam. So this is a Y seam. So all I do is fold those two fabrics right sides together again. I'm going to pop a little pin in there, and I'm going to take this back to the sewing machine. So again, needle in that, on that dot, and I am going to do my 1/4 inch seam to the other dot, my little inny out stitch. I think it's a stay stitch. Can anyone help me with that? There we go. The stitch I'm talking about is yeah, when you start and it goes in and out, front facing, so you can see what I'm talking about. It goes in and out for a couple of stitches, and then it moves off, and then when you get to the end, it's in and out. So Hayley has kindly informed me, yes, it is a stay stitch, although inny outy stitch. It's quite fun. You might know what I mean. Oh, Hayley's also telling me it's sometimes a fixed stitch. F-I-X. So here, I better overhead again. I've made a piece of fabric already with my Easy Y seam, and I'm going to join this piece to this piece, and you can see I haven't ironed any of it because I'm going to stitch this in place, and then I'm going to show you the magic with the iron. So again, right sides together and a pin in place, and I can't remember if I'm on the, let's go to overhead. So let's put, I'm sorry I'm telling you what I'm doing. I've just been told off by Dave, but it's all new to me, this moving cameras. Hayley's saying it's all new, we're getting there. I just never done the camera thing before very well, so it's all new. It's all a learning curve. So I've done, let's change that over again. I've stitched along there, and now I've got to, where am I going now? I've got to find out, I've got to stitch this one here. So again, I'm going to pop a little pin. Now I've stitched this in black, which you obviously wouldn't do because you don't want to see these horrible, nasty stitches. But I'm doing that so that you can see what I'm doing. I think I missed the mark on that one, but I don't think it matters too much. Hayley's just told me that Jenny said that I'm doing a brilliant job. Thank you, Jenny. Which Jenny are you? Oh, Jenny Blades, that's so sweet of you. Thank you very much. And I'm just going to do that last one, and then I'm going to show you the magic with the hexagons when you go to press it. we're not taking attendance, and thank you for all your comments. And I just realized that you didn't hear what Hayley told me, so thank you everyone for all your comments. So I finished this bit of fabric, and now I'm going to bring over my ironing board, and let's see, I'll just show you how it looks a real mess on the back, but don't worry about that. I'm going to start on this one here, and I'm going to press one seam away from me like so, and then on the other section of the Y seam here, I'm going to press that so it goes round in one direction, and then press this seam here. So all the seams are going round in a circle, and then this magic happens in the middle, and it's really lovely. I'm hoping you'll get to see it. I might just move that up to the camera, so bear with. Look at that. It makes this little hexagon shape in the center because the seams are swirled round. It's lovely. Now when you come to do the next one, you're going to follow the direction of the seam that's already pressed. So this one is coming this way, so this seam needs to go that way, and that seam needs to go round. So we're going in a different direction this time, and again we get those little that little mini hexagon forming in the center. Amanda Bucci, it is like magic. Thank you very much. But I didn't make the magic. It just happens. I'm not that clever. But hey ho. But isn't it lovely? And the way it makes that lovely little hexagon in the middle. And it makes hexagon fabric so much easier to make, because look, I've done those two. No English paper piecing. You're just sewing fabric. You're just piecing your fabric. It's amazing. And I've just got something else to show you as well. Perfect. Oh, well, I might do a different demo then, because I wanted to show you something I made with my larger hexagons. I made myself a top. So you don't have to just make quilts with it. You can make clothing with it as well. So there you go. There's my little top. Cool. So Ed, are there any questions? Oh, I've got magic hands. They're called Dave. I just passed it and he took it for me. Isn't it amazing? So have we got any questions on the Easy Y Seam tool? Fabulous. Oh, oh, Myra, you love my top. Thank you very much. Myra, have you gone and joined YouTube? You need to go and subscribe, please. All of you, go onto YouTube and subscribe so that we can do lives on there next time. So that was my Easy Y Seam tool demo. I think I need to show you how cute these little snowmen are and how easy they are to make for little presents. And can you imagine that tying up all your little coasters with ribbon and giving them as gifts? Or if you do craft shows, you can make them all to sell. I have an angel policy. As long as you don't copy my patterns and templates, anything you make, you can go on and sell. So wouldn't these make a lovely little thing for a craft show if you're doing a craft show? And you can knock them up before Christmas. So bear with, I've got to come over here for my next demo piece. I have got this lovely little design of a snowman drawn out on my fabric. So I'm going to go to the overhead and show, then I'm going to zoom in. There we go. Look, I've drawn my little face with a pencil, and I've stuck his little nose on. A top tip, when you get your little designs for the faces, when you're drawing your nose onto your bonder web, turn it over and put it against a window and do them on the reverse, and then you get them the right way up. So that's a top tip from me. And I'm just going to show you that I've done a little as blanket stitch to secure the noses on. And so I come out on the edge of the nose and I take my thread and I just pick up the edge of the fabric and run it through the stitch there. So this is a little blanket stitch like that. So this is a great thing to do while you are looking at our next YouTube video on the Secret Sewing Club. You can have your sewing ready to be doing while you're watching. And I've just mucked that bit up. I don't know how I did it. Oh no, look, there it is. And look at his cute little nose coming together. It's so cute. Now with the faces as well, can you imagine you could create your whole family in the snowman form? So one of these characters on here I actually designed with my mum in mind, and she hates it when I say that, but yeah, my mum's one of these snow peoples. So there we go. That's really easy to do a little bit of embroidery onto your snowman. I have just placed behind this. Oh, Hayley's just told me I've gone too far with my hands and I'm now perfect. So sorry, you couldn't see what I was doing there. So I'll keep my hands here, and I've forgotten what I was going to say now, but hey ho. I go off the rails so much, it's fine. So there we go. That's how easy it is to do the blanket stitch. That's what I was saying. I've remembered now. I put a little bit of skinny interlining behind my embroidery so that all my little tails and tags don't come through, especially when I'm working on white fabric. So that is my little snowman embroidery demonstration. How long have I got now, Hayley? Have I I'm gasping for a little bit of a water. And so, yeah, if we could all get back together, that would
Yes, that is
be
fine.
amazing.
Let me just undo people's mics. I don't know where Sarah's gone.
Oh, she's disappeared. Oh, she's
Oh,
there.
there she is. Look. It's quite the adventure today, isn't it? We're all just.
Sorry.
So, Sarah, could you give us a quick reminder again of what you need to do to win that fantastic Liberty bundle?
Absolutely, guys. So if you want to win a bundle, I've been trying on the comments on Facebook to put the link for you on everyone that's commented. So you need to go to the YouTube channel, which is the Secret Sewing Club. Obviously subscribe to Hayley as well, but today we're going live on Craft Yourself Silly, and a lot of you have been subscribing that one. You need to also subscribe to the Secret Sewing Club to be in for a chance to win this. I think we're up to 200 and something subscribers now, but we need to get over 500 for YouTube to allow us to stream on that platform. So please do that. Can I also just very quickly say, you've sold me out of the FPP panel, the Table Runner panel.
Oh, fabulous! Do you know what, though?
Lovely. However, I have put onto, I put some of the other FPP panels into the Secret Sewing Club on the offer as well, guys. So
I must just say thank you, everybody, for supporting this, because this doesn't work the same way as Create and Craft did, where you're all buying from one point. Yes, it's more complex because you're having to jump in and out to different people's websites, but what that also means is us as suppliers do much better off that, because at least 50% of what we used to make went to Create and Craft, and by doing it this way we can bring you better prices, we can bring you newer and more up-to-date things, because we're not, thank you Nicola, we're not waiting for our time to be on there. It is you know, there are going to be technical issues, and we're going to, I mean, to be fair, I'm surprised more hasn't gone wrong, and I'm going to touch a lot of wood on this one.
Oh, now you've said it.
I know.
As we speak, I'm wrapping up orders as we speak. So
it's amazing though, because we're able to do this. It is supporting us. It's supporting, you know, all of those craft businesses out there. We've been getting a lot of comments saying thanks so much because you're getting demos without interruption. We will find our feet fully eventually, and then after Christmas it'll be super slick. But for now, thank you for just, you know, having the patience and bearing with us. We are trying to fill that hole that Create and Craft has left. I also want to say to any other suppliers, you don't want to let Kelly Hope and see you do that with the chopped she's very anti-chopped cushion. I saw a video. She went round to Amanda Holden's house and unchopped all her cushions.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I chop all my cushions.
I don't know. It's a thing. What was I saying? I got distracted by the cushion chopping.
Sorry.
Yes. So one other thing that I do need to say, obviously, thank you to everybody for everything. It's been amazing. It's been way beyond, I think, what we expected for a first time out as well.
Very much so.
The quilting, the binding ease, wasn't live on our Craft Yourself Silly website. Yes, I fluffed it up. It's there now, and there's already more than half of them gone. So I will still show it, but I just warn you, they have gone. Right, do you guys mind? Oh, Sarah's got a question. Arms up.
Sorry, can I just answer a comment that's coming up?
Of course you
I've seen it
can.
a few times. I don't know how you other guys work, but if you order, somebody said they've wanted to order twice. So if you've already ordered and paid the postage, if you want to order again within like the next 24 hours, just put click and collect in the postage and I will combine your orders for you. So you're only paying once, okay? I've had 3 or 4 people saying, oh, I want to order something different. So I will absolutely combine the orders, guys, if
Nicola, is your situation kind of the same?
It's sort of the same, but sort of different.
Okay.
So if you, by tomorrow morning, we'll be doing the orders, and it's only me and Dave that pack the orders. So, yeah.
I'm drinking juice. I don't know what the thumbs up's for.
If you order more than one thing and put a note in the comments saying that you've ordered twice, we'll combine your orders and we'll refund you one lot of postage.
Yeah, that's more or less the same as we do. I know, Sasha, you're taking individual orders, so you're going to kind of send people what they need to sort out with you once you've done it.
Yeah, and then my website is going to work slightly different because of the whole thing. My website will work that the actual items have the postage included. So
perfect.
So sort of free postage, but it's within the items. So
Excellent.
yeah.
Oh, can I just say, Sally Grafton, she's put, thank you. You are all amazing. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Thanks.
You are, Sally.
No, I do want to say, I think when I've checked the numbers, we've had over 200 at one point on Facebook and about 180 something on the YouTube, Craft Yourself Silly YouTube as well. So that is way beyond, I think, what we expected for a first time out. We're all delighted. Hopefully you guys will just bear with us because we still have some teething troubles to iron out, but we will get there for you. So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys for just a second. I'm quickly going to demonstrate the binding ease and then we'll pop back together. If anybody wants to comment while I'm doing that about what they want to do in terms of having us go back over anything that we've already done, because by the time I've done this, we'll have about 45 minutes to an hour to go back over anything. So if there's anything you want to see again, if there's any kind of updates that you want from all of us, because obviously I know Sarah's out of some bits and pieces, and I think it'll give you guys 2 minutes. Oh, I'm here, man. You can see me. You're messaging me. Okay, it's fine.
thought you meant you wanted to know.
Oh no, I mean just from everybody. If there's something else that they want to see, and I now know Sarah's got a new demo, which is excellent.
I don't know if anybody needs one. Sorry,
it's fine.
I thought this was from an organisational point of view.
Do you know what? I quite like this though, because I mean this is it's very real. It's very real.
Very real.
Exactly, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to plug my iron in because it's not currently plugged in. I've got so many things plugged in. I have to sacrifice one to do so. There we go. Right. Oh, is that not plugged in anymore? Oh, there you go. Right. Okay, let me switch this over. You guys can get yourselves sorted and come back with some updates about if anything's out of stock, if you've got more of anything, if you've got extra demos to do. That will be brilliant. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Okay, it is just me, and I want to quickly show you the binding ease. So this is what we found in America. Super, super cute. It's a little silicone mat, so great just for heat protection on your kind of regular surface. But it's also got, if I poke my finger through that way, it might be easier to see. There you go. It's got the little slots in the side. So you see there and there. It's got little slots in the side, which means you can slide fabric through it. So if you've already got jelly roll strips, I mean, some people like 2 1/4 for binding. It's entirely up to you, but I'm going to use one of our honor rolls, which I know Sara was using as well in her demos. So I'm going to lift it up because unfortunately my nice brand new camera ceased to function. Thank you, Anthea. Now everybody, I'm going to just maybe silence this. Let's just, there we go. So you're going to slide it through one side, and then we are going to slide it through the other. Like that. So it's kind of creasing your fabric as it goes through. Then all I'm going to do is place my iron down onto the mat. Let me just untaffle it. Place my iron down onto the mat. Let's just move this back so you can see it a bit better. And maybe just tilt it down. Boop. Which way do I need to go? Forward, backwards. There we go. And then just pull it through. And you're going to straighten out with one side and pull with the other side, and it's going to give you mountains and mountains of perfectly creased binding. Such a good little thing and such a simple idea, but absolutely kind of perfect for doing your binding. Let me just take that off of there because I do not want to burn my binding. And then I'll put me back up, and I've got a couple of other little things to show you. Let me just turn that iron back off. I've got my heating on and it's hot enough in here already. So on top of that, the other things that we've put into our Secret Sewing Club kind of little section on the website is we've put all the usuals, the things that you always buy for, or always used to buy from Create and Craft that just haven't been available for a while. So we've got our super slim batting. Now that one comes in 3 different sizes. This one is the 47 centimetre, which is 18.5 inches. We've got a 10 inch and a 5 inch, which I know Nicola requested for some of her things. So that will be available on there as well. The 10 inch we affectionately refer to as the kitchen roll. And the 5 inch, also affectionately known as, let me see, the toilet roll. Please do not use them for those activities. They are exclusively for quilting or making little bags and pouches and that kind of thing. So they are all still on there. All of our fantastic battings are on there as well. So go and have a look for any of the projects that you've got coming up. Just really useful sizes. The roll ones, there's all 5 meters on each of these. So that does make quite a lot. It should cover about a charm pack, just under a charm pack I think is one of these. And I know Sasha's used the 2.5 ones. This is a super stiff, which is great for bag handles, but in the super slim version, brilliant for jelly roll rugs, that one. So we have all of those on as well, and we have a whole stack of our honor rolls because I know Sarah's used them in a couple of her projects, and we've just done a very quick demo with that binding ease as well. Love it. I love it. But yeah, brilliant as just a mat in its own right, but having those two little scoops in, let me just go this way. Yeah, having those two little scoops in the side means that you can do your binding with it at the same time. So perfect for that. Right, that was very super quick because I want to see what we need to recap before we head off. Let me go. All guests, are you ready to come back, guys? There you are.
Hey, I've got some. So this is something else I did with your 2.5 inch wadding, because it is.
It's just
stiff.
handy, isn't it? Oh, is that the stiff one?
It's the stiff one.
Okay.
So look, these as so obviously I'm the jelly roll rug queen, and you know, your bags and things like this. Obviously there is something called a Camden bag out there. I'm working on my version at the moment. I just need Hayley to send me some more so I can do that. But basically this is a miniature version of that sort of, but it's using Hayley's 2.5 inch, because when you press it, it sort of changes its structure a little bit. It goes really, really nice and firm. So as you can see, obviously we've got a really nice base on there. But again, it's using your strips, or what will be perfect is the strip roll that Hayley does, because it is that continuous. So it does work really, really well. So yeah, I have 2 matching ones, and obviously I haven't got the jelly roll rug because I presume you've got it.
Well,
because
I haven't. It never arrived. Yeah, there's like a mystery jelly roll rug somewhere.
Oh.
So I might need to later. I'll catch up with you and we'll check the tracking and we'll find out where that's gone.
yeah, okay. Sorry, that's sort of okay.
Sorry, did that throw you there? I didn't want to like, you know, spoil your thunder there because you were doing so well.
Yeah, it's been a bad enough week as it is. So
It'll arrive. It will materialise.
Of course it will. It'll rock up at some point.
Down in Dorset, because mind you, saying that, I sent out a load of my parcels to Sachets, and then about 10 days ago I had the postman turn up with 15 parcels back to me, and I'd put my address on the front. So I sent all these parcels and I sent them all back to me. So you can tell where my mind has been. It's not been. So I paid for postage
To yourself.
for myself for 15 parcels.
It's not in that batch, is it?
And then I haven't opened them all. So it could be.
Oh,
It could be.
there you go.
The mystery solved. It'll be in those parcels.
And so when the postman knocked on the door, I thought, oh,
That's
got
a
all
lot.
this. I thought I recognised the writing as I'm opening the door through. I'd actually addressed them all to 93 Rubiers Road, although I'd put everybody's names on them. I just put my own address. So,
I don't know why that's tickled Nicola quite so much, but she's loving it.
I'm sorry.
when you pay out £63 in postage to send it to yourself, so the parcels are all back on their way again. But yeah, I will go through and I will just double check that I haven't got a jelly roll rug in one of them. But yeah, so this
Sasha,
is.
I'm sorry to laugh, but that's the sort of crazy thing I do.
It just goes up there with this month, to be quite honest. But yeah, so again, you know, that 2.5 inch wadding is amazing. Have we got different variations in that, Hayley? Have we got like flip and floppy?
Let me just switch this over so you can see it a bit more closely. So we've got the super slim, which is that one.
Yeah.
I don't think they can hear you at the minute, Sasha, but I will switch it back in a second. And then you've got super stiff. So if I talk about it in terms of GSM, so the GSM on the super stiff is 300, and then the super slim is 150. Oh, I didn't switch. I thought I'd switched myself full screen and I hadn't. It's all right though. You can still see.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah,
So yes,
you can
one
see it.
of them is 150. So that would be the one that would be better for kind of Nicola's Quilt-as-you-go and
mine.
that kind of thing. And then that one's the super stiff, which is like using double thickness of this one.
So am I back on?
Yes, you're back. I never turned you off, as it happens.
So when it comes to that in terms of your jelly roll rugs and your jelly roll bags and things like that, so if you wanted to do your stiffer variation, you would want the 300 GSM. If you want to do a floppier rug or a floppy bag, you're looking at your slim.
Now, you say that, but I think I've only sent you the slim one.
I bought from you previously, yeah, which is where I had this from. So the 300
so
is
you
what
have got the stiffer one. That's fine. Carry on.
Yeah. This is the stiff one, because obviously I'm always out there looking to enhance and make things, obviously playing around. So yes, this is the stiff, which for me is much better value than
Using
yeah.
2 lots of slim.
Yeah, than using the 2 lots. But I just love the way it is so firm. It really is so firm, and so
it's also really easy to sew with, because I know sometimes you can, obviously there's lots
Yeah,
of backings on the market there,
Yeah.
but because it's like a needle felted construction,
you
it's
see
super
on
easy
there.
to sew with. It's not like a foam based
No.
binding.
So you've got the you can see the zigzag stitches on there. It is just exactly the same technique. And maybe on the next one, if you want me to, we will do a whole thing on.
Okay, we'll do a thing.
We'll do a thing.
Do a thing.
I just won't post any. Don't worry, anybody. I have learned mistakes, and I won't send your parcels back to myself. It will be fine.
Good.
I probably order tonight.
I forgot to check the messages.
Oh no!
None of us. We've just been chatting to each other. We've
I'm
we've
so
not been
sorry.
checking the messages.
You want me-
Right.
I'm
So,
on Facebook.
Nicola, can you quickly demo the hexagon dot template again? And I know that. Sorry to point. I know that Sara has another demo as well.
I can do that.
Right. Okay. Who wants to go first?
Sara.
All right, then.
Tag, you're it, mate.
I can see how it is. Oh, I think I'm actually muted mine on the Facebook. It is. Amazing. Right, my lovelies. So, just to let you know, before we do the other little demo, I'm going to do a little quilting demo on shadow quilting, on the shadow quilt pattern, sorry. This is one of the other FPP panels that we do. This is the twisted log cabin one, okay? We also then have the heart, and we also have the pineapple, okay? I've put those onto our website because the table runner sold out so quickly. I've put those on as well on the 10% offer. They are on our website and stuff. You can hear, but it's a bit quiet. You can't hear. Hayley, lovely, they can't hear me apparently. Okay, can you hear me now, guys? Is this working? Hopefully it is. So I'm going to go to the overhead and we're going to do a little patchwork demo. So one of the patterns that you get, so if you buy one of the charm packs, we've got 3 charm packs, the Georgia, the Teddy and the Bears, and the brand new Janet Clare one, long short. That's better, is it? Fab. Okay, so this is the Longshore one from Janet Clare. And Hayley, lovely, I don't know if everyone else can hear, but I can hear everybody talking still, hun. So, if you could, that'd be lovely, because I'm not very good at concentrating otherwise. So those 3 are on offer, and you're going to get these 3 patterns with it, which is shadow quilt, carry, and the double herringbone. Okay, we're going to look at the shadow quilt now. I'm just going to quickly go back to the front facing. this is the one that is behind me here. Okay, this was done in a Christmas fabric. Hang on, I got to remember. I think it's that side, that one there. Okay, it's incredibly simple to do and uses a charm pack and a little bit of fabric. Okay, you can hear, but had to turn you up full. Oh, right. Okay, not sure why, guys, but hopefully the sound has leveled off again now. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little go with this. Quickly show you how to make this pattern. You will get a full color pattern with the charm pack if you buy one. But I'm using the Janet Claire one here just because it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. It really is. I love Janet Claire stuff. It appeals to my colorway. And we are going to do another one of these. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make it and how to make it look like this shadow. So it looks like it's kind of hovering. This becomes the shadow here. All right. So first things first, you will need some shadow fabric, whatever color you're going to use as your shadow. Okay, now I'm using this little bit of gray here, but it could be a black, it could be like a dark brown. If you're maybe using a cream background, I would maybe go with like, you know, a really deep chocolate brown. That works nicely tonally. If you're using white, then grays or blacks or a very deep navy works as a shadow. Okay, how big does this end up? The whole quilt with one charm pack, it ends up, hang on, I've got to remember, it ends up being 52 by 52. But of course you can add more charm packs, you can add more borders and stuff and all if you want. You're going to cut some strips, which are 1.5 inches wide of your background fabric. And then you're going to cut some shadow strips, and you need 2 different sizes of this. You need one that's 4 inch and one that's 5 inch. Okay. And you're going to sew them together. So we're going to really simply sew them together. So you'll end up with a big long piece, okay, cut with the fabric that looks like that. And then another one that looks like that. Okay. So this is the 5 inch. This is the 4 inch. You're then going to chop these up. So you're going to chop them down to 1.5 inch pieces. Okay. So I tend, because when you're cutting multiples, either use like a shape cut, you know, a June Taylor shape cut, or because you want to move the fabric as little as possible, okay, the less you move your fabric, the more accurate your cutting will be. I will start bigger. So I'm going to start at 4.5 here, okay, and I've lined up one of my lines on my ruler along that seam too. So I'm going to go 4.5 and then take off 1.5, so 3, keeping that lined up, and then take off another 1.5. So I've got 1.5, and you can do it in multiples. You're not moving your fabric. You'll get much neater cuts, and you're going to cut up your whole strip into little pieces like that. We're also then going to do exactly the same for the 4 inch piece with the 1.5 on the top. So I'm going to start with 4.5 like that, and then down to 3, down to 1.5. There you go, and then that's gone a weeny bit wonky, so I'm just going to trim that one back up to 1.5. Just get rid of that teeny tiny bit there. Okay, and you would cut up the whole of your strip sets into those sizes. You're going to grab yourself one of your charm pack squares. So there we go, it's like that. And we're going to take one of each size. So I've got one of the 4 inch and I've got one of the 5 inch. Okay. Oh, that's all right, Christine. Yeah, it's something that somebody taught me years and years ago, and it really does work. Don't move your fabric wherever possible. Now, this only works if you make sure that you put the shadow always on the same side of each of the charm squares. It doesn't matter which side you do it. You can go left or right, but with each charm square you make, you need to make sure it's on the same one. It's to give that illusion of the light coming from the same way. So I always go left. So I'm going to put this one here on the left hand side. So I'm going to put this right sides together like that, and we're going to stitch along here. Whip over to the machine like this, and then just stitch down all the way down, nice and simply like that. You've really enjoyed this today. Hi, Dawn. Hello, lovely. Well done, especially the force of nature. This is Hayley. Indeed, she has got us all organised, guys, most definitely. Okay, so when I'm ironing these out, you want the charm pack to look like it's floating. And so you want to make sure that that's always on the top. So I'm going to iron it towards the charm pack. I know it's only a tiny, tiny little difference, but it will help this recede back a little bit as well. Okay, if you do it the other way, this can look a little bit like it's over the top of this. Okay, so always try and make sure that the charm pack is on the top. So I've ironed the seam towards the charm pack. Okay, like that. Then we're going to put one of the longer ones on. So this is going to go down along here. Okay, you want to make sure that shadow is touching shadow every time. It's very easy when you're chain piecing to do that. Okay, and that's not going to work on your on it. So you want to make sure you go shadow to shadow, and that's going to sit in there like that. That's going to go right sides together, and we're going to stitch down 1/4 inch. Go back over here. I'm trying to watch your comments at the same time, guys. Oh, hang on. Let me just get my fingers in the right place. There we go. And then 1/4 inch seam allowance on these ones. This is an incredibly quick quilt to do. Once you've kind of done your strip sets and cut it up, you can chain piece all of this, and it works really, really well. So you've got time to, you know, make for Christmas and all sorts. There we go. Maria, great new club. Any rules for when you choose the colour for the shadow fabric? Yeah, Maria, not really, Maria. You can genuinely choose anything. But I would always go with tones. So just while I'm talking, I'm just going to square this up, okay? I just want to make sure that it's squared up to 5 3/4. So I'm just going to do that to there, and then that to there, 5 3/4 by phone. Sorry, it's not. It's 6 by 6. Why am I talking 5 3/4? 6 by 6. There we go. You're going to square it up like that. Okay, just trim off any excess. So the colour of the shadow, I think you always go with a darker tone, as dark as you can, of your background fabric. So if you're going with, say, a cream background fabric, go with a really dark, rich brown. You know, something. You imagine if you want to think about it being dark, the darkest tone of your background. So because this is white, I've gone with a grey. If you were using a pink background fabric, then go really, really dark magenta-y colours, okay? It wants to be a dark tone of your background, if that makes sense, okay? You are going to make up all of your charm packs like that, looking exactly the same, okay? Oh, thank you, Deborah. That's really kind of you, lovely. Hi, Heather. Oh, there's lots and lots of regular gigglers coming on, which is lovely. Okay, make them all up as much as you can. You then need to put some sashing in. Okay, so you can vary the sashing size. What size you put in is entirely up to you. I'm going to use 1.5 inches. So the first thing, you do have some. I have some lovely. Some of your lovely 1.5 as well. They're fantastic. Very good for this sort of thing. Okay, so I want a piece that's 6 inches. So I'm just going to cut that first. There we go. Make sure that I've got a piece the same size, like that. Save the wastage. That went wonky, so let's just trim up that side of there. Okay, and this is going to go between 2 of these, okay? And you would make a row. So however many you decide to put in a row or follow the pattern, you're going to put a sashing piece in between each of these. So we're going to do that first. So 1/4 inch down either side. Back over we go. There it is. Oh, good. The if it was the FPP Table Runner panel, love, we will have some more in stock. I will just have to speak very nicely to Hayley and see how quickly you can get them. So I'm just going to iron this out, but again, I'm going to iron it out towards the charm pack. I'm going to just do that just off camera a second, rather than flipping over to the overhead again. There we go. And then this one with the shadow on the same side is going on next. So, you're really enjoying the afternoon, Melba. How lovely. Oh, what? TV's Debbie Shaw? Debbie Shaw's watching. She did. Fantastic. There we go. Well, hi, Debbie. Hopefully you are well as well, my lovely. So back over to here. Clear the decks a bit because I need to bring the iron back in like that. And again, I want to iron it so that this should look like it's on top of the background. So it's going towards whatever's on the top. Okay, so this is the highest point. The shadow would be next, and then the background. Back. Okie doke. Cool. So you would keep going. So I would then add another charm pack on, you know, a charmed one here, they're here in a row. Sorry, excuse me. However, if you just want to have a little go at this technique, we can do it like this. So what you do then is once you put your rows together, so you would go like that all the way along for a quilt. However, you can just then put your sash in between. So we're going to add this one to this one like that. So again, we're just going to pop that on with 1/4 inch seam allowance. Oh, excuse me. I've got such a frog in my throat today. There we go. Yeah, it won't be very long, lovely. I literally got one seam to do, and then we can go to Nicola. On the way down. Like that. I love this seam guide tape as well. I don't know if anybody else uses it, but it is great for like making sure that you're really getting that 1/4 inch as well. Debbie told you to watch. Oh, amazing. Thank you, Raina. Thank you, Debbie, as well. There we go. You missed out on the table runner too, Dawn. Don't worry, I will get some more in, I promise. Okay, there are other options of FPP that we've got, which are 18-inch squares, and yeah, I do. She got some somewhere. She's normally got a little pack somewhere. There we go. So it's incredibly simple. It's literally like 2 lines of circle. Sorry, lovely. Oh, yes. There we go. And come to that one. Fabulous. Okay, so you can see that's just 4 of them put together. It hopefully looks like this is floating, and this is your shadow here, okay, with your background fabric. Now, if I just quickly go to the front facing, and you can see the Christmassy quilt behind me. I don't have that charm pack anymore, I'm afraid. That is an old sample, but you can see that they kind of look like they're hovering. You've got, and it's incredibly simple to do. We don't do complicated. We really don't. So it's nice and easy to do. Those charm packs are 10% off as well. There's 3 on offer on our website on the Sewing Club, Secret Sewing Club product page. So any questions there, guys? Anything there? You've just ordered the very same charm pack from Janet Clare. You can't wait for the patterns. Oh, no problem, Jane. Thank you for ordering, lovely. And thank you, Sue, as well. That's a really lovely comment. Thank you.
I know we've had some amazing comments.
Oh, it's so sweet. Really so nice that people are joining in.
Which has been lovely. Now, I know there was another question for Nicola asking, could you show the Y seam one again? And I think you had another demo prepared as well, didn't you? Oh, hang on. Sasha's got her hand up. Oh, I've muted you. Oh, sorry, guys, because Sarah can't concentrate when I haven't got you muted. There you go. You're back in the room. There is a lot going on.
I found a parcel.
Did you? Did the parcel have a jelly roll rug in it? Yay! I'm just really happy it's not lost. I'm just really, really happy it's not lost.
Yeah, good.
Right, well, Sasha has a nervous breakdown. Shall we switch over to Nicola so you can answer those questions that people have?
Perfect. Thank you, everyone. So somebody asked to see the Easy Y seam tool again, and I'm going to demo that. But just before you do that, before you do that, just wanted to let you know that some of you have ordered the fabric packs for the Christmas coasters and the little sewing books. if you've just got the sewing, the fabric pack, if you haven't got a 2.5-inch hexagon, you won't be able to make those products. So if you haven't got the hexagon, add that in your basket, and then we'll sort out the discount because you'll get a discount. But just to let you know, you do need the Quilt-as-you-go hexagon to make the two little projects if you're just buying the fabric pack. It's very complicated, but I just thought that it would enable people to buy things even if they've got the template. So enough of my long-windedness. That was a little broadcast from me. I'm going to show you how to do the easy Y seams with the hexagons again, which made this lovely bag. And this bag has all the fabrics for the handles, all the front fabrics. It has the pattern for the bag. It has the easy Y seam tool in it as well. So everything you need to make this bag is in that kit. The only thing it hasn't got everything. You need a 2.5-inch hexagon, but you don't have to have my 2.5-inch hexagon for that. If you've got another hexagon, you can still make the bag. So let me show you how to do the easy Y seam tool with a hexagon. I'm going to go to the overhead and show you. There's the hexagon. Hayley's giggling away in my ear. I know. I could feel. So Hayley's just said that she's giggling because Dave tells me off for telling you all what I'm doing, and Hayley doesn't mind it. And I could actually feel Dave glaring at me from the side of the room. He didn't even have to say anything. It does help me, and I am going to say it. I'm on the overhead. Shall I go to Zoom? I'm going to annoy him even more. I'm going to go to Zoom now. So, I've just put my easy Y seam tool. It's got a hexagon written here, and you can see that lines up with the angle of the hexagon, and my camera has moved, so my positioning is really off. So sorry about that. So I put that onto the corner, and with a pencil, I just pop a dot in the corner there and go round the hexagon like that. So my camera went flying when I flung my hands up in the air when Sasha had found her jelly roll rug, and now I've completely mucked up all my my cameras. But hey ho. So I've marked the positions, and I've done it on the other one because we're going to join 3 pieces because we're going to make a Y seam. So I'm just going to bring that in. And this is a Y seam, and they're dreaded, but they don't need to be dreaded with the easy Y seam tool. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine. I've got right sides together, and I am going to sew dot to dot. So under there, put my needle down into the first, and I'm going to stitch along. And I'm going to make sure I get to the second dot and finish off that line of stitching. And cut those threads, make it a bit tidier, and let's go zoom. You can see the line of stitching here, and I've sewn between the 2 dots. Let me cut that little thread. So you can see I've sewn between the 2 dots. I'm going to take my third piece of fabric to create the Y seam. I'm going to open that up, and I'm just going to place that on top, and I'm going to grab a pin, put that in place, and I'm going to stitch from dot to dot here. So back to the sewing machine, needle in that dot, press the foot down. So we're doing a little bit of dot to dot sewing. There we go. Little stab stitch there to finish it off, or whatever the stitch was called. So we've got 3, yeah, so many names for it. You know, I lose track. There are my 3 bits joined, but I've still got this section to join as well. So I'm going to fold that over. Again, I'm going to pop a little pin in, just to keep it in place. And I'm going to sew again dot to dot. Back to my sewing machine. Off we go. I'm not going to sew over the pin. Lock stitch. And hey presto, a Y seam. I'm going to zoom in again. There we go. Look at that perfect Y seam. I haven't even pressed it and it looks amazing. So you can make the fabric for that bag really easy. You can make clothes from it, all sorts of things, but it is a great little tool and really easy to use. It's dot to dot sewing, a bit like Sara did with her foundation paper piecing panel. And when you press that all, you get a lovely little hexagon in the center, like so. That is that one. So I think if I've got time, I would like to show you Quilt-as-you-go hexagon. I'm gonna 5 minutes would be perfect to just quickly show you the Quilt-as-you-go hexagon template, how it works and what you need. So it's 2-piece template, very simple. You cut your backing out from the big hexagon, and I go back to the overhead, and that's gonna tickle me forever now. And I place that template on the wrong side of the backing fabric. That leaves you that recess here for putting your wadding in. And on the Snowman coasters, there's actually thermal wadding. But if you're going to make a quilt, you need Hayley's wadding that is the soft wadding, the super slim 5-inch wadding. That's perfect for this. And now I'm going to take a couple of pins. I've put that wadding and that snowman face in that recess, and that's the beauty of the template, because it positions it dead in the center, so then your bindings all become accurate. So all you're going to do is turn that edge of that backing fabric to meet the edge of that that hexagon there. And I need to think about this because I've gone off with verbal diarrhea. And I just need to calm. When I have a presenter with me, I'm like, they keep me in check. Now I just rabbit away and I don't know where I'm going. So Hayley has kindly said she'll keep me in check. So thank you, Hayley. I might need that. So I folded over the first binding onto the hexagon and put a couple of pins in there. And then I finger press this edge down, and I'm going to turn again. Hold on. Yeah, and Hayley's saying we're out of sight a bit. So, oh, am I zoomed? Oh, I have zoomed. I need to move over. I'm there. We yeah. See. I need a presenter there going, Nicola, move it over a bit. So there we go. And the beauty with this is on the hexagon Quilt-as-you-go, it self-miters in this corner. And you don't have to stitch that. Nothing's going to come out of that little area there. So just carry on. I'm going to sew this by machine. So I'm going to pin all the way round. And I better turn my iron back on because I want to give it a little bit of a press as well. So that was really funny, guys, because you can't see, but I said, oh, I need to turn my iron back on. My magic hand Dave suddenly got up out of his seat. It was amazing. He's so well trained. I can't believe it, folks. I can't believe it. He's never sat in the studio with me before, but he's good at his job. there we go. Look, I'm nearly done doing all of the bindings, and I've pinned this poor little snowman. Looks like a voodoo doll, but he does look very, very cute. And I'm on that final edge. On that final edge, I finger pressed both those edges down, rolled it up, turn it over, and again we've got those lovely mitre corners. So I am going to take this to my ironing board and iron it. These pins are ironable, so I don't even need to take them out or anything. They won't melt. So let's take the two holding ones. Let's zoom out back. I'm going to the front facing camera now, Dave. And then I'm going to go to the overhead to show you me pressing my little snowman. I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting the hang of this. Can people hear Hayley on? Oh. So Hayley just said that we're going to be wizards at this by after Christmas, and I think she's right. I think we'll know what we're doing by then. But thank you very much for coming and watching and seeing what we are up to. So now I am taking this to the sewing machine. I'm just going to change my settings on my machine. And I am going to change stitch length. There we go. So I'm going to take this to this machine and sew very close to this edge here of this binding. And this is going to be in black, so you will get to see it. So let's rock and roll. And then you can see how easy it is to make one of these little quilts. And I am taking the neat pins out as I go. So we've had a comment from a lady. Sorry, Laura Harris is she's got my triangle template and she's gonna make some Christmas trees from them. Well, on my next show, I am doing triangles, everyone. Okay, well, I'm going to be done with this in a second. Hayley's telling me I've got 2 minutes, and that is not a problem because this little snowman, or snow peeps as I like to call them, will be finished. There we go. Perfect. Bear with, I'm doing my innie-outie stitch. Let's put myself to the front again. Oh, my machine hasn't let me take it out. Look how cute is that? And that's the back. But isn't that little snow peeps gorgeous? Not as gorgeous as me though. I lie. We know this.
It's all this newfound confidence from mastering technology, isn't it?
I know. It's so crazy. We can do it, girls. We can do it.
I never had any doubt. I know you lot did.
Nah, it was fine. No, we knew we were there.
Yes, exactly.
Of course we're there. Right, I know, Sasha, you've had some messages about your little baubles on strings.
Yes, I have.
Let me switch it to you for a second, and you can show everybody.
So I've had some messages about the baubles on string, and sorry, my nose is running. There we go.
Right, we'll be with you in a second, Sasha. Sorry, there was a question for Nicola.
Yeah, so Karen Miles is saying, are you selling the patterns separately or only as a kit for the snowman? Can they get the pattern by itself?
No, I don't actually do the pattern on its own. That's something I should look into, Karen. Sorry. Because you need the 2.5-inch hexagon. I've always done it. I'll have to look into that, Karen. Sorry. I haven't got it available at the moment, but email me.
Okay,
There you
no
go.
problem.
Email me and I'll try and sort something out.
And
for you.
Sasha, second time round, are you ready?
I'm ready. So I've just had a message come through about the Sizzix, what I'm using as a pincushion, but it is for small dies and things. So basically, it's a magnetic box, which I've just put the box away again, and it's called the Sizzix Store and Go, I think it was. I don't know where I put it. But yeah, so this is it on here. So you can see it's actually quite nice and thin, but it does have on the back this little stand that comes out, and then you can actually stand it, and all your pins are completely, they're not going anywhere. It is an absolutely brilliant pincushion. I mean, it's not made for that, but that is what I am using it for. So if anybody wants that, please just message in. They are on a pre-order. But yeah, I'm loving that. Now, the trim. So somebody's asked to see the candle wick. So this is the candle wick baubles. And I would say each one is about 1/2 an inch in length. So can we see those? How are we seeing those? Is that okay? Sarah, can you see those? Oh, and all different colours. So that is the candle wick shape. Now, there we go. So they are 185 a metre, all beautiful different colours. Candle wick shape, and the length is about 1/2 an inch. Okay, so that's those ones. And then the other one that I've got is the round baubles. Oh, that's my Betty. That's all right. She'll be, but I don't know who that is. That's beautiful. Thank you, Betty. And again, this is the round baubles. So the colours are gold, silver, red, green, and pink. That's what the different colours are on there. Really fun trim. There's about an inch gap between each bauble as well. So as I say, I have the traditional round, or I have the candle wick shape. At the moment, candle wick shape is in the lead. I don't know which one I actually prefer, but candle wick is in the lead. And the other thing that did come in this week that I haven't even looked at is the inch cream ribbon. So this has got all your inches marked on. It's a ribbon, really good fun. It goes up to, I don't actually know what size it actually goes up to. Let me just have a quick, sorry. No, it's more than that. It goes up to 12. I've got 12 inches, Nicola. You've only...
Girl.
Good for you.
I'm sorry, you've only got 10. I've got. So this goes from 1 to 12, which again is another really fun little trim item. So yeah, if you're doing like your ribbon Christmas trees and things like that, and you want to do a sewing themed one, they're really good to go on there. So again, thank you everybody. It has been absolutely amazing, to be quite honest, and a massive thank you to Hayley. I said beforehand that if this all goes well, she's going to get the biggest gold star sticker. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got big gold star stickers.
For a jelly roll rug, to be honest.
So would Sasha, now she's found it.
I thought it's really strange. Why is Hayley like not saying to me anything? And I thought, how bizarre.
I was away in America, and then I got back and it still wasn't here, and I thought, oh, I must catch up with Sasha. and then I've tried to call you a couple of times, but you've been busy and we've been like ships in the night.
I'm Bristol teaching and things. So, but I'm just glad to say that I just want my excuses. I just wanted to check what the parcel system's like at the moment.
Well, you've thoroughly tested that with 15 parcels.
But myself. And Sasha Sews is very recommended for getting your parcels.
Right.
We're going off on a very funny tangent.
I know. I have on the back of some posts been writing down questions because I don't know where I put my book, so I'm just grabbing a letter. So I've had questions. Will Alistair be on? We have started this out really small just because we didn't know what the response from you guys was going to be, and it literally was whoever was in the green room at the time we thought it up. But that's expanding. We've got about 8 to 10 people on board at the minute. If any of the other guys, if you want to tell them about it and tell them to get in touch with me, absolutely. We'll have anybody who wants to get involved, not a problem at all. So if there's anybody that you think as a company you'd like to see on here, then yes, by all means get them to get in touch, and we'll do the best we can to sort that out. Sarah, somebody's asking, what is the fabric in the shadow quilt?
The demonstration that I used, that was the Longshore charm pack, the new Janet Clare one. And I used just a little bit out of my stash. It was a ruby star speckled on the shadow. The one behind me, that's about 4 years old, I'm afraid. It was a Christmas Moda charm pack that I used. So I don't have those anymore. But the one I used on the demo was the Longshore one, the new one by Janet Clare.
Perfect. I'm just going back through, see if there's any that I have missed.
I like the one about the innie-outie stitch.
Oh, yes, I did see.
The belly button stitch. Belly button now.
That'll do. How much is the box binding ruler, Sasha? That's from Dawn.
That one is $11.95.
Perfect. Well, this, because we're in the last kind of 20 minutes now, so we're happy to just take any questions from anything that anybody's seen that you might have missed, and hopefully, oh yes, that as well. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Okay, I'm going to go to you. I'm going to go to you, Sarah, and you can do the explaining. You ready?
Go for it. Right, so this is a beautiful 30-piece fat quarter bundle from Liberty. They're all Liberty fabrics. This was donated by one of my suppliers, EQS, very kindly. Have been very supportive of this new venture. If you would like to be in a chance to win this, you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I've just checked. There's 240 something on there. We need to get to 500 to be able to go live. At the moment, we are on Craft Yourself Silly's YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to that one as well. But you need to go to the Secret Sewing Club. I'm going to put a link again in the comments on Facebook. You need to subscribe to that one. Everybody that has subscribed today will go into a draw to win this bundle. Okay. So so it needs to be not just, you can't, you can subscribe to White Gecko's YouTube channel, absolutely. I'm sure Sasha's got one, and Nicola and Hayley, Craft Yourself Silly, we've all got our own. But in order to be able to win this, you need to subscribe to the Secret Sewing Club one. I'm going to put a link right now in the Facebook comments. You just press on it and subscribe. Yeah.
Just out of interest, how much is that worth?
Right, so you're going to make me do the maths now, aren't you? Hang on, I need my calculator. So this would be worth, so Liberty is normally $18.95 a metre. So divide that by 4. So $18.95 divided by 4. Yeah. Times it by 30. It's worth £142. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And they're all kind of beautiful classic. Is it on the lawn or is it on their quilting cotton?
No, it's on their quilting weight cotton. Perfect. So it's not on a lawn, it's all quilting weight. There is a mixture of lots of different ranges there. I've just realised that one there is actually the brand new Postcards from the Highlands range. So you've got really, really new ranges in there. But I mean, that would just be the most incredible. I mean, you've got about 6 different, 8 quilts out of that. Easy peasy. Lots and lots of fun.
Nicola, did you have your hand up?
I did. Dave's just said that he's going to subscribe. Can he have it, please? Because he doesn't like to admit it, but he is a quilter.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I know, but he doesn't like to admit it.
Marilyn is asking how much to subscribe to YouTube. It's free. You can subscribe to YouTube for free, and what it will do is it will give you notifications when there's new videos being posted. But if you are looking, then it's going to be every Sunday here. Well, every Sunday on the Secret Sewing Club. Sorry, temporarily. It will be going out on the Craft Yourself Silly one because obviously this happened very quickly, and there's a certain kind of amount of time that you have to be registered before you can do live shows. But that's fine. We're working around that. We'll get there in the end. Now, I also did write down when everybody was back on the other side of my envelope. So Sasha and Nicola, you're back on not next week, the week after.
Yay!
What date is that?
That's the 24th. You sound very confused. I did send you a WhatsApp about this.
Knowing what has happened this week, I'm just double checking on
Okay. Yeah, so not next Sunday, the one after for you two guys. Sarah, I know you've got retreats and things.
Yeah, we're away. We've got quilting retreats, so we're going to be away.
Yes,
but you will actually see this room next week because the lovely Gail is coming to use the studio that I've got in my room because she hasn't got hers set up yet.
So you're back on the Sunday, the 1st of December. But that's what is really lovely about this is everybody has been pitching in. It is more of a kind of a collective that has occurred, which is absolutely great and is absolutely fine, and we love it. And we're getting loads of lovely comments saying that, you know, people have really enjoyed watching it. And that we have, somebody who said a very nice one about a very informal manner. I think that covers it, doesn't it?
Informal stroke chaos.
Yes, yeah. Hey, do you know what? For the first time out, I'm happy with it. For the first time out,
Yeah, absolutely. It's doing really well.
No major disasters. We've all got to the end. It's all happy days. So I also need to let you know who is on next week because it's not you. I'm here more as a facilitator. Every now and again I might do small demos, but mostly my role is facilitation because there's a lot of buttons to press and you can't read the comments and do the buttons and do the demos all at the same time. Well, I will
and we
eventually.
Can't do buttons.
Nobody else has put their hand up to do the buttons. So next week we've got, as Sarah said, she's got Gail from Endless Threads. So please do give her a big cheer on because she's kind of heading out on her own and coming away from designing for Daisy Chain Designs. So she does need a bit of love and a bit of support with that. So that would be lovely. We've got Rowan Dean as well. And well, my third one is question mark because he hasn't answered me, but we will see. We will see. So third guest is TBC, but we'll see where we go from there. But yes, we're doing it because there's a lot of people being asking how often is it on, and it's on every week. We're gonna try our best to do absolutely every week 2 till 5. And just kind of bring you as many people as we can and show it. And it works really well for us as suppliers because, as we mentioned earlier on, when we were doing things through Create and Craft, yes, it's great and it's obviously a much more professional setup and that's fantastic. But as suppliers, we pay for that. We take like 50%. I've just had a message from Rowan Dean saying they watched it as much as they could from the Belfast show. I'm just going to check if Ted isn't coming in. Let me have a look. Got a million questions before our first show. Excellent. Oh, fun games. So yeah, what I was saying is though we really do all appreciate the support because at least 50% of what we used to take through Create and Craft, and this will never get to the stage of that, but it is massively helpful, and we enjoy doing it because we want you to see the products, and we want to do the demos and things like that, and we miss it. And it's even virtually like this. Nicola's loving it. Look at the dancing. But thank you all for being my guinea pigs for the first time out.
Can I just double check? Somebody commented about this one. Is it for international subscribers as well? I'm going to say yes.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Sorry. She's back.
It's all right. She can just join in. It's fine. That's the other thing we need to do. We need to go and pick a name.
Can I also say as well, obviously, don't forget, guys, that we all do our lives and things through the week. I go live on a Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. So from here, you can find me on Sasha Sews 123. I know that Hayley does lives. Nicola, do you do them? And when's yours, Sarah?
I don't do them.
Right.
Sorry. But I might do.
Go for it, Nicola. Go for it.
Sorry, I don't do them at the moment, but I'm thinking I need to.
See, you've got all this new
change.
technology confidence now.
Yeah, and now I've got a new star of stage and screen with me.
Okay, and you've also got Magic Hands Dave.
Yeah, yeah. So this
Sarah, when's
Ella.
yours on?
So we do lives on our Facebook page, White Gecko Craft Lounge, on a Tuesday at 1 o'clock, Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and Thursday at 1 o'clock. We do 3 a week. There are hundreds on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page you can watch back on.
What I will try and do is, if anybody does a live, if they let me know, what I'll do is I'll share it onto the Secret Sewing Club Facebook. So if they've missed them on individual ones, they can catch them all again through there as well.
Cool.
Perfect.
So yeah, all the sharing, right?
Absolutely, all the love.
I think I'm going to go and have a lie down now.
To be quite honest, what I will say is, for the first one, probably picking the 4 nuttiest people was
I mean, it doesn't seem to be that many objections.
Talk about yourself, Mrs.
Well, yeah. But, it was quite
I
brave.
think we've been really well behaved, all of us.
I mean, yeah.
Once I get the hang of the buttons, then that's game over. Oh, hang on. Right, definitely. I'm reading all the things. Well done. Oh, I think we sign off on this one. There you go. Well done, everyone. An interesting afternoon. I need to get the sewing machine out now. That was from Andrea Evans. So thank you very much to everybody for watching us. And these two guys on the what's that, left half? No. Oh, everything's back. Oh yeah, competition. We need to do competition. Oh, I was doing like a proper sign off there. Right, hang on. I'm going to have to leave you up and go onto the YouTube channel to go and find.
Should we? No, I was going to say, should we just post the winner on the Secret Sewing
Club
page?
idea. That's a much better
We
idea.
can do it off air. We can do a random name checker then, and we'll post the winner on the Secret Sewing Club Facebook page. Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe we should end on this comment from Carol saying, "Sasha, you are by far the best 4 nutters."
Okay,
Carol.
I think that's done it then. There you go. Well, goodbye everybody. Goodbye you guys. Goodbye.